We've made it to day 6 of your 30-day vocabulary challenge. Yes! 1 video a day, every day for 30 days. Start 2021 right by learning 105 intermediate English words. We're taking words from the academic word list, so these are words you'll need to know if you're preparing for the IELTS or TOEFL exam, but also if you read or watch news in English, or have conversations with native speakers. In other words, they're useful words, important words, words you will come across. You're learning 4 new words today with tons of real-life examples. So grab your friends, have them join the challenge with you, and let's do this. When you learn a new word, make up your own sentence, record yourself in a video saying that sentence, and post it to social media using the hashtag Rachel's English 30-Day Challenge. As always, if you like this video or you learned something new, please like and subscribe with notifications, and I'll see you here every Tuesday. Don't forget, there's a download to go with this video, a list of all the words with definitions and sample sentences, as well as quizzes to make sure you're really getting and remembering these words. You can get that download by following this link or the link in the video description. Today's 4 words are factor, issue, involve, and occur. And we're looking at the different ways these words are used in various situations. For each word, you'll get the definition, we'll go over the pronunciation, you'll get to see the pronunciation up close and in slow motion, and we'll have 5 examples from real-life English. Let's start today with the word factor.
Factor.
As part of the KT cluster, the T is very weak. It might even sound like a weak D. Factor. Factor. As a noun, it means one of the things that causes something to happen. Poor planning was a major factor in the company's failure. As a verb, it means to consider or include something in making a judgment or a calculation. We need to factor time into our calculations. As a verb, it's often used with in or into. Let's look again up close and in slow motion.
Factor. 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 Factor.
And now we'll go to English for 5 examples of this word in real situations.
We know that age is a factor that affects neurodegenerative disease.
Age is a factor. It's one of the things that can cause neurodegenerative disease.
We know that age is a factor that affects neurodegenerative disease.
Here's another example.
That of all of the in-school factors that exist, the teacher quality is the factor that has the most impact on student achievement levels.
The in-school factors. So that would be the things that have an effect on student achievement levels in school. This is different from things like at-home factors, family stress, something like that.
That of all of the in-school factors that exist, the teacher quality is the factor that has the most impact on student achievement levels.
Here's another example.
This is not just a fancy device that's supposed to create wow factor.
A wow factor. This term means to make something surprising and impressive. In marketing your business, you really want there to be a wow factor so that people really want to buy your products. It could be the packaging or the experience when you walk into the store. Something out of the ordinary.
This is not just a fancy device that's supposed to create wow factor.
Let's go on to our next example.
The Supreme Court is the deciding factor.
The deciding factor. There might be lots of things that could tip a decision one way or another, but the deciding factor is what causes the decision to be made despite everything else. For example, there are lots of pros and cons about the house, but for me, the deciding factor is that it has a pool.
The Supreme Court is the deciding factor.
Here's our last example.
So that all factors in.
Factors in. Used as a verb with in, meaning all that was just stated is considered, is included in making a decision. It's what we think about when we're deciding something.
So that all factors in.
Next, the word issue.
Issue.
It's a noun. It means something that people are talking about, thinking about, something that matters. The manager's speech addressed a number of important issues. As a verb, it means to give something to someone in an official way. The police have issued numerous tickets for speeding. Let's look again up close and in slow motion.
Issue. 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 Issue.
And now we'll go to English for 5 examples of this word in real situations.
You start by talking about what the issue is, the problem.
What the issue is, the problem. So issue can often be negative, the problem that people are trying to sort out. For example, your friend calls you and says, I can't make it to lunch. You can say, oh no, what's the issue? And she may say, my car broke down, or something came up at work, or my babysitter canceled.
You start by talking about what the issue is, the problem.
Let's go on to our next example.
It speaks to the broader issue of leadership.
The broader issue. This is something that takes more things into consideration. For example, you could be talking about a problem with a manager, one particular person, one manager at your company. But above that, there's a broader issue with management in general.
It speaks to the broader issue of leadership.
Another example.
All of those things continue to be an issue on the rise.
Right.
An issue on the rise. Something that people are talking about, thinking about, caring about more and more.
All of those things continue to be an issue on the rise.
Right.
Here's another example.
There was a report that was just issued about a week ago.
Here it's being used as a verb, a report that was delivered in an official way. This is not just preliminary research, but a full report has been written, researched, and checked.
There was a report that was just issued about a week ago.
Here's our last example.
This is a coin issued in his lifetime.
A coin issued, officially, by the mint or whoever was making coins at that time.
This is a coin issued in his lifetime.
Our next word is involve.
Involve.
This word is a little tricky because it has a dark L. The next sound is V, a consonant, so you should not lift your tongue tip for this L. Involve. My tongue tip is down. It's the back of the tongue that's making the dark sound. By pressing down and back just a little bit, involve. Involve. As a verb, it means to have or include someone or something as part of something. The accident involved 3 cars. Let's look up close and in slow motion, and again, pay attention to that tongue tip for the L. It does not move up.
Involve. 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 Involve.
And now we'll go to English for 5 examples of this word in real situations.
Overall, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to take courses at Kenwood Academy, Kenwood Academy High School, that involve political science.
Involve political science. Classes that include that topic.
Overall, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to take courses at Kenwood Academy, Kenwood Academy High School, that involve political science.
Let's go on to our next example.
How can we best involve the youth in the innovation conversation?
How can we include the youth in this conversation, have their voices be heard?
How can we best involve the youth in the innovation conversation?
Here's another example.
But I'd love to write movies that don't involve me.
That don't involve me. He would like to make a movie where he's not included. He doesn't have a part.
But I'd love to write movies that don't involve me.
Another example.
We'll also likely see more extreme events that involve wind and rain.
Extreme events where wind and rain are part of what's happening.
We'll also likely see more extreme events that involve wind and rain.
Here's our last example.
And those challenges often involve your family's health and finances.
Challenges that include health and money.
And those challenges often involve your family's health and finances.
Our last word today is occur. Just a schwa in the first syllable. Occur.
Occur.
It's a verb. It means to happen, appear, or exist. There's a chance that a similar event will occur in the future. Let's look again up close and in slow motion.
Occur, 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 occur.
And now we'll go to English for 5 examples of this word in real situations.
Lunar eclipses occur only during the full moon phase.
They occur, they happen, only at that certain time.
Lunar eclipses occur only during the full moon phase.
Another example.
Those issues don't occur right now.
Oh, look, we've got 2 of today's vocab words here, issue and occur. These issues, these things that might be a problem or that people talk about, aren't happening right now.
Those issues don't occur right now.
Here's another example.
Like that just wouldn't occur to them.
It wouldn't occur to them. They wouldn't think of it. It wouldn't appear or exist in their minds.
Like that just wouldn't occur to them.
Here's our last example.
And the best way to make kind of change in life and to have transformative change occur is through education.
Education is what can make change occur, can make change happen. Education can change things for people.
And the best way to make kind of change in life and to have transformative change occur is through education.
Seeing their real life examples can really help you understand how to use these words, can't it? I have a challenge for you now. Make up a sentence with one of these words and post it to social media, tag me, and use the hashtag Rachel's English 30-Day Challenge. Don't be shy, you can do this. Our next video comes out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Philadelphia time. Come back to learn 4 more vocabulary words. In the meantime, keep your studies going with this video and check out my online courses at rachelsenglishacademy.com. You'll become a more confident English speaker. And please do remember to subscribe. I love being your English teacher. That's it, and thanks so much for using Rachel's English.